Now we have some news coming in from the Indian Health Ministry. Confirmed cases in India stands at more than 49,300, out of which close to 3,000 cases have been recorded in just the last 24 hours. More than 1,600 people have lost their lives in India. 126 people succumbed to the virus in the last 24 hours. Now, the daily number of new infections has also been on the rise. Just yesterday, a jump of 3,900 cases was recorded. This was India's highest surge in cases recorded in a single day. And it was also India's deadliest day with close to 200 deaths. Today's surge is not as high as yesterday, but the uptick in India's curve continues. The bar graph on your screens shows the surge in cases and deaths in the last 5 days. India has recorded one of its worst weeks since the pandemic broke out in early March. Now, this comes at a time when India has ended its third phase of the lockdown, and restrictions have started to ease. Now we are being joined by our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, live from New Delhi. Good evening to you, Siddhant. India has recorded one of its worst weeks since the pandemic broke out in March, and this as lockdown restrictions are being eased. What is the latest you have for us?
Well, yes, Alison, the numbers are increasing here in India, and of course we have seen in the past 2 consecutive 24 hours, the numbers have substantially increased, both the number of people infected and the number of people who have died as well. The government, of course, have been announcing a number of measures and focusing basically on a smart lockdown, a lockdown in which the economic activities, the basic economic activity continues while the people stay at home and the chain can be broken. But what happened today, we know that the Indian Health Minister has spoken to his counterparts from the western states of Maharashtra and Gujarat, which are one of the worst affected regions of the country, specifically cities like Mumbai and Ahmedabad. In fact, an order has been released just now when it comes to the city of Ahmedabad. All the shops will be closed except the milk and the medicine shops. But talking about globally, internationally, what India is doing, tomorrow will be an important day because from tomorrow, the Indian government will be launching its biggest repatriation process to get back the people, the Indians who have been stranded across the world. This is a facilitation process, and basically one has to pay to get back to India and has to follow all the standard protocols, whether it is the social distancing measure on the plane or on the Navy ships, which will be helping in repatriation of these Indian citizens, or whether it is coming back here and staying in India for a period of 14 days at the quarantine centers, paid quarantine facilities. They, of course, have to mandatorily also download the Arogya Setu app, which is Government of India app, to give all the information. But by and large, this is a mammoth exercise in which India is expected to bring back 14,800 of its nationals. This is the rough estimate in just first 1 week, which starts from tomorrow. The first flights will be arriving here in India, in the southern Indian state of Kerala tomorrow, from the Gulf region, from UAE. UAE, remember, is the largest concentration of Indians and is expected to get a lot of people from there. In fact, we are flying 64 flights in the first 1 week, and most of these flights will originate, in fact 25 flights will be originating from the Gulf region and 10 of them from UAE to bring back Indians here in the country. And in the first phase, we are expected to bring back 1,94,000 people, which is a huge number.
Siddhant, thank you very much for that update. Siddhant Sibal, our principal diplomatic correspondent, bringing us the latest on COVID-19 in India.